I think the owl ship is one of those cool Batmobile-type vehicles, abstract shape that looks kind of like an egg and an owl mixed together. My team of designers have taken that shape and just made it pretty cool.
From just the genre point of view, they needed to have a guy who had the ship. A guy in a suit, he's got gadgets, he's got his vehicle. And that's Dan.
If the illustrator, David Gibbons, was drawing the owl ship, we have taken that idea and just gone all the way with it, you know, to take a sort of iconographic shape and make it like into a real object that like lives in the world, you know. And that's awesome fun.
You could kind of go either way when you look at the graphic novel. A very slick kind of sci-fi craft, or something that really you could believe would fly, and you know, doesn't always fly very well and has been through some scrapes.
This is the chipboard owl ship. Yes. Because it's wood, see? This is the actual ship. Yeah. This is how big it is. This is where they drive it from. But this is how big it is inside. That tape actually is where we're going to cut it off so you can shoot.
Once they had the design fixed, they did a 3D computer model of it. The ribs are steel, the floor's aluminum. There's a steel framework underneath this that's quite structural. It was built exactly like a one-off boat. We stood up frames and we double planked it with mahogany plywood and then fiberglass inside and out. We could have made it float. We've cut holes in it for lights and hatches, and the walls come out for camera access. But this could have been a structural boat.
We decided that we would find the right scale and build it as an interior-exterior piece. But a lot of the time it's there hanging from a crane or on a motion base, or, you know, in a real relationship with the actors. And it's proving to be you know, one of the real great components of the film.
So the big challenge was to give them a full structural unit that could do everything they wanted. And that was kind of challenging, and have it light as possible.
We didn't get the owl ship until 2 weeks before it flew. So we had to engineer everything and design everything to an assumed weight.
The owl ship weighs just under 11,000 pounds as it sits, and it's pretty much at the top end of what this particular unit will do. And this is a Waldo, which geometrically is the same as the big gimbal over there. So the moves that we create here are basically repeated over underneath the owl ship.
The trickiest section was flying outside the tenement because we only had about 3 inches of clearance. When the eyes were facing the window, we literally had 3 inches, and that was all on a motion base. And if we had something had gone wrong, we would have had a little bit of a problem.
When I walked in it the first time, I was just blown away. Every time I sort of get in there, I sort of need somebody to come over and like, all right, help me out. So I'm just not look like I'm pushing buttons here. Okay, what do we have here? You know, so I needed to sort of go through that with the designers and what works, what doesn't work, what can I hit.
On this down, and I'll be fooling with this.
Yeah, because then when we go to Antarctica, you're trying thrust like this. Those
Yeah.
will be thrust, right?
I think so, right? It's
Yeah.
weird. In the Millennium Falcon, don't they push it forward?
Yeah, they do. But that's fine. They're.
Or you want to do
That's
a nod
fake.
to that? Or you
Galaxy far, far away.
That's fake.
I don't know.
We're doing, this is real, so it's different.